his mom. And I remember because I was the church secretary at the time, and I was getting all of their information, as a good secretary does, he wasn't. And it hit me. He walked out, and she was telling me he was a pastor, and he's this and he's that. I said, so when y'all get married? And she just kind of looked at me like, huh? And maybe a year or so later, they got married, and I had the privilege of standing up with her at her wedding. And it was a great event, very small the way it's supposed to be. But the thing that I remember most about Matthew is how much he loved people, he loved God's music, and he loved to play the congos. He played in our ensemble at church, and I was just sitting over there with my husband thinking of one time when there was this song, and I remember the song, but I can't think of the name of the song at the moment. And it was assigned to me to do as a solo, but it took me almost 2 hours to listen to the song so that I could get past crying, because it was such an internal story that I couldn't get to the words to sing them because of what the words were saying to me. And Matthew's words to me were, sis, you got it. Not that I got the song, but I got the message of the song that I could give it to somebody else. And for him to do that, the room was quiet. The room was absolutely quiet. And in his very small, his voice was probably half the volume of what you hear him speaking. And the whole room heard it. And it was the most glorious thing. You would have thought he said, I want $1 million. That's how it made me feel, And he's always referred to my husband as King Leon. That's my husband, that's King Leon. And he asked for the princess and where she is and how she's doing. And that was our thing. Right. And you don't get that all the time from everybody. Especially you just don't walk up to a person and say, hey, I'm not accustomed to do that. That just was what happened. On the funny way to the story. That's what happened. But
you came to Arizona to see us?
I did. We did. We came to Arizona
and South Carolina.
My company had a buyout, which I graciously took. And that was our first thing that we did, was we took that trip. Because we wanted to go see Mom and Dad. We had to go see them. And we were there for several days, and then they decided to move to South Carolina as we were thinking about moving to Arizona.
Yeah, man.
Because they spent the whole time we were there trying to convince me to move, and I was like, no, I'm not ready, no. Then they moved. But they moved to South Carolina, and we went down there anyway. So, but yeah, the good times that we've had together, like your son said, there's a lot of things that Matt taught indirectly without saying this is how you do thus and so. That was his spirit, that was his way. Mm-hmm. And he is already missed and will continue to be missed. Is there another that would like to speak?